Hey guys, welcome to Creating Success in the Mess. We wanted to share a fun and inspirational weekly episode to bring some joy and motivation to your week. We hope you enjoy our Fortune Cookie Friday mini episodes and can find something meaningful along the way.
It's time for Fortune Cookie Friday.
Alright, so let's see what the words of wisdom have in store for us this week, and more importantly, which one of us is going to get to read the fortune.
Is that all you care about? Is who wins the fortune?
Sometimes these are really exciting. I really like them. And sometimes they're kind of nerve-wracking because we literally don't know what they say. We are cracking it open at the time of doing this. And then it's like, okay, let's just interpret off of intuition and initial, reading what these possibly could be saying to us.
I'm still stuck on the fact that we're cracking this open. That's so corny.
Well, it's like the wishbone.
Speaking of corny, what the heck are fortune cookies made out of?
I have no idea. Fried wonton?
I have no idea. We're going to have to look that one up. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's see who gets this one. Oh, man, mine just broke.
Oh, my God. You didn't even get half of the side.
You just took the whole cookie out of my hand.
I can't even get the fortune out of here. All right,
Big fail.
Let me dig it out. Okay.
All right, you got this? You're reading it.
All right, ready? Advice when most needed is the least heeded.
Oh, Lord. Y'all, I may have nothing to say. What?
Okay, you read it again. Read it to us again.
Advice when most needed is least heeded. First off, I don't even know what heeded is. It's like Heeded. Heeded?
Heeded is like paid attention, taken notice of. Like paid attention to, basically. So...
Oh, yeah. So when you most need it, it's because you weren't paying attention. It's kind of like...
No, when you most need advice, you listen to it the least. Like, you're less open to hearing it.
What?
Yeah.
No, when you need help, you ask for it, and then you just don't listen?
When most needed, is the least heeded. So, when you most need it, when you most need advice, is when you listen to it the least.
Maybe because first off, this isn't even a fortune. This is just like...
Not your favorite?
This is my least favorite fortune in life. Only angle I can see this is like someone stuck in their drama that they're not even hearing the advice of others around them. Mm-hmm. That I can go with. But I'm looking at this as like you're asking someone for advice. But I guess technically it's not assuming that. It says advice when most needed is least heeded. So it's kind of like when everyone can see that you're in the crapper. And they're like, hey, bro. If you aired your tires up, you get better gas mileage. And tell me about tires. I ain't nothing wrong with my tires. I guess,
Yeah.
I see that in the fortune.
So what came to my mind was like a teenage girl, and she wants advice, or she says she wants advice, and you can see she needs advice. Mm-hmm. And she's going to date this guy anyway, even though everyone's like, oh, I don't know. I think you better, proceed with caution. I think you better slow down.
That's what they told you when you dated me.
No, not you. Not with you, I was like, I don't want any advice. If anybody needs advice, somebody tell him to stop talking. Right? I was not heeding any advice, that's for sure.
They weren't giving you advice when it came to me. They were like, best of luck!
Right. So, I guess, I can say this is probably our least favorite one.
So you're in agreement, you don't like it either?
No, I think it's like, I think we all know that we all make decisions and choices all the time when, we could ask for advice, and people are more than willing usually to give their advice unasked. Mm. And I think it's kind of just like human nature not to heed the words being spoken to you. Like, when you think about it, most of the time when you ask for advice, you kind of already have your mind made up, probably. Or two, you're in a really bad situation and they could give you, like, really good advice, but you're just so, like, negative and see, tunnel vision, basically, that you, like, aren't going to hear it anyway, because you can't, because there's so much, like, fog going around. Or two, you already have your mind made up.
I just don't feel like this fits into a fortune cookie.
No,
like, fortunes are supposed to be like, good ways of luck, or like, a fortune. Or like wisdom, and to this I'm
that is wisdom.
This isn't wisdom. Advice, when most needed, is least hidden. Okay, so what? How the heck is that going to help me, Jonathan?
Okay, so maybe you should take some advice.
Maybe I'm the current. Maybe this is about me.
Maybe it's literally a reminder that you need to, like, stop and slow down and look around and see what advice is being given to you in a situation.
You know what? Sometimes when people are giving you advice, it's kind of like, did I ask?
More times than not, like, that's it. Because, and at that point when you say, did I ask, you are, like, not heeding the advice.
No, I would rather say...
You're not paying attention.
I would rather say, man, I should have asked, rather than be like, did I ask? So, I want to screw up on my own.
Long story short, you fit this fortune. We can basically just tape this right up on your shirt because this fortune is you. No wonder you can't even understand it.
I don't like it. The numbers better be good. That's all I gotta say.
Well, first off, before we get to the numbers, maybe somebody else likes it.
That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own fortune advice. But for me, I'm not buying this one.
This is why sometimes the Fortune Cookie Friday is like, oh, what are we going to get? Like, is it going to be good? Because we're sitting here on the spot, like, dissecting this, like, written words of wisdom. And sometimes we're like, what does this mean? So at that point, that's when we need you guys to comment and tell us, what does this mean? Do you heed the advice?
Head over to our Instagram. Find this. I don't know how far you'll have to scroll, but it's going to be somewhere. You're going to find it. And we're going to have this fortune. And you can let us know in the comments what you think about it. Me? This fortune is trash.
Okay, give us the numbers.
All right.
Because I'd rather, like, at this point, look up my numerology.
These numbers are awful. Numbers are awful. There's not a single 6 in here.
We've been having a lot of 6s.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Now, there are some 3s. If you add 2 3s together, it makes 6. But there's actually 3 3s, and that's 9.
Wait, why do we need 6s?
I don't know.
There's so many meanings in all kinds of different numbers.
All right. Interestingly enough, the order of these numbers goes from large to least. So I'm going to read them in that way.
Greatest to least.
Oh. Man, where we're from, we say large, not greatest, ma'am. It's large or it's small. When you get a large Dr. Pepper, it's because there's only one size in this diner, ma'am.
All right, give us the numbers.
All right. Here we go. Look at numbers. 43, 38, 25, 23, 10, and 2.
2.
2. 2. Toodaloo.
And on that note, toot. Thank you so much for listening. We know that we all get busy trying to do life, and our hope is that we can find ways to implement time and space to create a life we love living every day on our terms, right in the middle of all the messes of life.
We hope that you've been inspired and our conversation will help you in some way, and it would be so amazing if you share this conversation with somebody that you think would really benefit from hearing it. You can text someone the link, or you can share it via email or on your social media pages. And please, we would love for you to leave us a review on whatever platform you are listening on, because it helps us so much. The more reviews we have, the more people that will find our show, and our ultimate goal is for everyone to feel inspired, to find ways to create their own success right in the middle of all the mess. And no, they are not alone in doing so.
And finally, we'd love for you to join our weekly email list so that we can connect on a deeper level and you can always be in the know of our new release events and opportunities.